Hi, my name is Lauren Brim, and welcome to healthnow.am. I am here today to share with you some tips for a healthy vaginal tract. I talk to a lot of women who have issues with yeast or bacterial vaginosis, or they're just having some discharge from the vagina that they don't understand and are suffering from. It's really not fun to not have a balanced vagina. When the vagina is not happy, it creates all sorts of discharge. You can have symptoms of breakouts around the vagina. You can have a discharge, or you can have HPV and different things manifest in the vagina. And I'm going to focus today on the vagina, which is the inside. I actually found this. I thought this was a great example. So the vulva is the outer part, what we call the vagina, but is really the labia and the external clitoris. That's the vulva. And internally is the vagina. And that's where if you feel inside your vagina, you feel a little circle like that. And that is your cervix, which is the gateway to your uterus. That's where your menstrual blood comes out of, and that's where the sperm goes through to get into your uterus and up to your eggs to make a baby. So we're going to talk today about the inside of your vagina, your vaginal tract, and how you can experience more health there if you're having symptoms. So first of all, I want to just say that if you're having discharge right now that's really uncomfortable, itching and whatnot from the vagina, you can go see your gynecologist, and I should just say, go see the doctor. But in many cases, and what was my experience, was that I had been diagnosed with yeast infections, and I took antifungal pills, and it just came back. I had been diagnosed with bacterial vaginosis, and I took the vaginal antibiotics, and it just came back. So the reality is that our whole body is a reflection of our consciousness. It's a reflection of memories and emotions that are trapped in the body. So our body is always speaking to us through symptoms, and in some cases, women are able to take antifungal or antibacterial, and they do fine. But for me, and probably for you, if you're watching this, you want to really get to the root of this problem. You want to find out what is your body trying to share with you that is unresolved and creating this pathology or this symptom, this discomfort. So first of all, if you're uncomfortable right now, one of the things that helped me so much was learning about baking soda, and that you can simply get into a bathtub, put baking soda in there as much as you want, and you can flush your vagina with this, and it helps to balance the body chemistry of the vagina, and it helps so much. It gets rid of itching, all of that. So what you do, you just get in the bathtub, and you're just gonna kind of use your hand to push the water towards your vagina. You can hold your vagina open and kind of flush the water in, and with your hands that are in the water and baking soda, so they're clean. And you can read about baking soda online. The Egyptians used baking soda. You can use baking soda. Some people use it to clean their teeth. It's in deodorants. It's a totally natural way of cleaning and balancing without disrupting the balance of the body. I've used to make face masks with baking soda and water. It kills off any infection, any microbe that shouldn't be there. So what you want to do is hold your vagina open and flush the water in. You can also use your finger and just reach in. So the thing is that you'll have the discharge up and around the cervix. So just going to the cervix sometimes isn't enough to get rid of the discomfort. You have to reach your finger kind of up and around the cervix, and then sometimes in the back, and then in the front of right where your vagina becomes your vulva, right at the exit of the vagina. And if you are uncomfortable, I just recommend cleaning that area with baking soda and water, and you will feel so much better and be able to sleep. And you can also use coconut oil. If you're in a pinch and need something quick, you can just simply put some coconut oil on your hands. Coconut oil is a natural antimicrobial substance, and it's moisturizing as well. And you can just take some of that coconut oil, and you just want to, again, just circle the inside of your vagina, up and around your cervix, and again, usually the lower kind of external or posterior of the back and the anterior walls of the vagina. And if it's also irritated on the outside of your vulva, you can wipe that on the outside of the vulva, and that's really helpful. And again, a lot of people say this was not particularly helpful for me because I tried going off of sugars and doing loads of antifungal supplements, but sugar feeds yeast, so if you do have a yeast infection, it's probably best to try to stay away from sugar if you find that makes it really flare up. Some women cut it out completely, and everything that resembles sugar turns into sugar, like alcohol, breads, things like that. But what I did find helpful, and what a lot of women find helpful, is to make sure you get lots of good bacteria in the body. So the vagina needs to have good bacteria there to keep yeast in balance and to keep the bad bacteria away. You want good bacteria. So you can either get a bacteria in a capsule that you take, and it's specifically designed to get down to the vagina. You can eat yogurt or kefir or fermented vegetables, something that has good bacteria in it. And I always found that did give me a sense of balancing my body, that along with the baking soda water to help with the symptoms and staying away from sugar. So that is just to help with symptoms and to be in alignment with just what general medicine is saying. But the real reason I wanted to make this video today is because we need to deal with the memory that's trapped in your vagina. And for me, this is when my issue finally healed after a couple of years of just recurrent infections. And I want to lead you through an exercise right now that will help you. So I want you to just take a moment, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and I want you to really just be with your vagina right now. This is your genitalia. This is not just an area for sex. This is also this is a part of the sexual chakra, so it has a lot to do with creativity, but it also has to do with your power. This is your power of who you are as a person, your power to set boundaries with others about what you will accept or won't accept, to make a statement about what you want or don't want in your life. And it ultimately comes from a deep sense of knowing who you are and being really tapped into that deep well or that ocean of power that fuels us all, that ocean that is the source of all life that we're all connected to. So something is disturbing your ability to connect with that, and that's what your vagina is trying to show you. So I'd like you to just listen to whatever answer comes up when I ask this question. What memory is trapped in your vagina? And I want you to just see if what image comes up, or memory, or a thought, or a phrase. And I'm going to give you another question. And the next question that I'd like you to ask of yourself or of your vagina, or of the yeast or bacterial infection that's there, is, when did my vagina feel abused or mistreated? Good. And I want you to just breathe and look and be with that memory and take a look at whatever image is there when your vagina felt misused or mistreated. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that there was direct abuse or touching or anything with the vagina or with your genitalia. It could simply be an experience where you heard something or saw something that you held inside of you. You held that shock, that reaction inside of your body, and it's being held in the vagina because of what the vagina represents. So I want you to just do some tapping now over the head and heart, and breathe for me. Good. And just tap head and heart and just let go of that emotion and memory that you're taking a look at, and allow your vagina to continue to release. So you might have the same amount of discharge, or maybe more, or maybe it will suddenly clear up. You might feel like you want to do some more journaling about what you saw. I'm also going to post the cortices video that I made, because I'd like you to tap out your cortices to your vagina and think about that connection as you tap out the cortices. And I'd like you to watch this video again and sit with that question again, and just keep listening to me ask that question, because that will provoke your conscious and your subconscious mind to go and seek an answer, to seek the situation that might be hidden from you, so that you can resolve it. And my last step for a healthy vaginal tract, besides a good bacteria coming in through the diet for the body, releasing memories trapped in the vagina, the third part is becoming friends with your vagina. So to do that, I want you to see if you have any negative thoughts about your vagina and do some journaling about that. Maybe that's something you want to do a session around, or set up some coaching with me to work on. But if you have really negative thoughts towards your vagina, your sexuality, even your body is going to reflect that negativity and that attack. And so one of the first ways that you can become friends with your vagina is to know your vagina by touching it, by exploring it, either with a mirror, with your hands, and to also generate pleasure with your vagina. And that comes through understanding your external and your internal clitoris, and how you can achieve manual orgasm. And that's actually another great way, if you're having symptoms in the vagina, to give yourself an orgasm, because this will help to move all the fluids, the circulation. Obviously, when we have an orgasm, the area fills with blood and releases. We produce lubrication when we're aroused, and that helps to balance out the vagina. And again, that pleasure reminds you that your vagina is a gift. It's a gift for incredible pleasure, and I believe pleasure and orgasm is our connection with the divine. It recharges us. They say that orgasm moves through all the meridians and moves any blockages and heals us. So our vaginas are amazing gifts, and we have experiences sometimes of people crossing our boundaries or taking away our power. But they're all just experiences for us to step into more empowerment, to step into more understanding, to step into more pleasure. So I hope that you will see this time as a gift, even though it comes with a really uncomfortable symptom. The symptom can literally clear like that. So as soon as if you do this work, I promise you can move through this. And again, if you need some more individual help, you can book sessions or coaching with me online at www.healthnow.am, and I would be honored to work with you. So I hope this video helps. Feel free to watch it as much as you like until you sort out this issue. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.